It all started a year ago when popular material on World of Crap was dwindling. A new sports show was made to replace a dying anchor. A new and very unique sporting show on YouTube, not to be found anywhere. This show shows every type of bowling available from New England, from 10-pin, as well as duck-pin. One year later, we are back to where it all began, and once again it is time to watch me suck at bowling. Coming to you from Mason Bowling Center in Leominster, Massachusetts, where it all began. This is the 1-year anniversary edition of Watch Me Suck at Bowling. Well, today is a very special day here at Mason's. I don't know if you can hear me. Apologies if I am inaudible. But we are bowling on lane 21, which happens to be a multiple of 3 from the lane 7 we actually did this on initially. So how will this go? Now, being that this specific episode is the 1-year anniversary, we're going to do something different. We're going to bowl a triple on episode 1, and for the next 4 weeks of videos after, will be a traditional single game. So it'll be 7 games total here from Mason's. Of course, a year ago, things were done a bit differently. We did not have pin cam. I bowled balanced, meaning a ball in each hand. But instead of a ball in this hand, it was a camera. When I did the live events, I switched over to the normal single hand method. Over the months, the single-handed method started working a lot better, and the balanced method, with the camera acting as the second ball, wasn't doing any better, in fact doing even worse. So until the summer of 2016, I mention that because this might be viewed quite a ways from now, it was all done balanced. After Weymouth lanes, from leader lanes onward, the single-handed method and the second camera aimed at the pins. And that's how things are done now. And for the first year anniversary, we're going to see if we can actually break 90 here. I've done it before, but it only happened once in 2 games. This Mason's is known to be a very tough house, and depending on who you ask, it's either the toughest in the world or one of them. But I've known people that have went to the other alleys that people say is the toughest and say this place by far is the toughest. So how are these 10 kids and this lane going to treat us today? We don't know. We're going to find out. But per usual, before we start, we're going to go over the highs and lows as of this year. As I'm looking at everything, that's why my eyes are wandering about. Anyway, let's look at the highs and lows for every discipline I've done thus far. As of the recording of this event, here are those scores. In Candlepin, we got a 110 in Acton Bowladrome. The lanes were tough, but the pin decks weren't. However, in a live event here at Mason's, I got my ultimate low of 44. In Duckpin, I got a high of 104, which is okay. And 65 is the low, which I'm surprised is still as high as it really is. Got close a couple times, but never really got that low. As for 10 pin, that's pretty much pathetic. A 106 for a high, and the 26 was trying to do two-handed bowling with a very wet and slippery ball because I didn't have a towel to take the lane oil off of it, thus showing how much I really suck at 10-pin. And those are the scores as of this time. Watch Me Suck at Bowling is a proud sponsor of the hit TV Candlepin show King of the Palace. Watch talented professional and league bowlers show their stuff instead of watching this crap. To watch episodes of King of the Palace, simply go to YouTube and search for King of the Palace. If you want to subscribe to the show, go to youtube.com/newpalacelanes. Alright, now that we have done the official scores, highs and lows as of now, we always check the house balls because they could change in condition. These actually, well, there's a gouge in that one, but it's not a bad one. Quite a few nicks and dings in that one, but again, it ain't bad. A little gouge there. It's actually pretty good. These are, well, I'm just going to do a quick look-see here. Yeah, they must have either repaired or got some fairly new ones. But of course, we didn't have these when we started the show. It wasn't until the third month at Harvard Lanes that we started bowling with these Epco urethane balls. So there's something professional about this show, and it ain't the bowling. And also, because we are doing a triple, we are going to do the format in terms of score reveals, just like we do with the live and impromptu, is we'll be doing half times instead of every other frame to move things along and the editing will be not as big a pain in the ass. Anyway, with that being said, it's now time for those famous words you've been waiting for. It's now time to watch me suck at bowling 1 year later. Frame 1, ball 1, game 1. Ball 2. And we start with a spare. Nice way to go. And for those of you that like pin setters, there's the Bowlmore in action. Not much to see, but maybe we'll show it again. Frame 2, ball 1, also known as El Stinko, the bonus ball. What will we get? And by the way, if you see me taking funny positions, that's because I'm rolling these balls fast enough I can't get out of the way of the camera. And there you have it, El Stinko with 1. Ball 2. Ball 3. Reality time of 6. Frame 3, ball 1. Ball 2. Ball 3. Thank goodness that piece of wood didn't take anything. And an 8. Frame 4, ball 1. one's no good. It's a 7. Frame 5, ball 1. Ball 2. Ball 3. Throw away for an 8.
Well, that wasn't exactly the best of halves. I mean, we got some decent 8s and 3 and 5, a 7 and 4, and a crappy 1 fill from the 6 in frame 2, giving us a total of 40, which isn't too bad for a start.
Frame 6, ball 1. If you notice, new tripod. That's why everything was so low the last time. One of the legs broke. And that ruins it. Ball 2, quarter Worcester. Yay. Ball 3. Nice recovery for an 8. Frame 7, ball 1. Ball 2. Ball 3. A gift 8. Frame 8, ball 1. Ball 2. I don't know why. Sometimes it's natural just to kneel down instead of move over. Ball 3. And another 8. Frame 9, ball 1. 6 points from alright territory. Ball 2. Ball 3. And a crappy 5. Frame 10, ball 1. Goalpost. Ball 2. The wood pile. That's what we got to hit. Ball 3. We knew that wasn't going to work, but it was a good try. 9 ain't bad.
And that ends game 1. Nothing really spectacular outside of the spare, and a really good 9 in frame 10. Otherwise, there were a lot of 8s, and a crappy 5 at 9, giving us a total of 78 for game number 1. And now, here's your Watch Me Suck It Bowling trivia question. While many bowling centers welcome Watch Me Suck in the cameras, what 2 Candlepin bowling centers gave Watch Me Suck an invitation to record at their lanes? And for bonus points, who made the invites for each place? The answer will be revealed after the second game.
Well, that turned out to be an alright game. A couple points away from a good one. Still, not good enough. Game 2, frame 1, ball 1. Ball 2. If a gutter or foul ball takes out pins on a fresh rack, you can reset. If pins are already down from a previous throw, you cannot, and you take the hit. Ball 3. There's our first stink frame of the day, a 2. Frame 2, ball 1. Great start so far. And the backdoor action leaves us with the Four Horsemen on the right. Ball 2. Ball 3. That's a 10. The ball stayed on the lane. That's all that counts. Frame 3, ball 1. Ball 2. I hate narrow leaves like that. Ball 3. That's an 8. Frame 4, ball 1. We are recovering. Ball 2. Anywhere there except the gutter. Anywhere there except the... Yeah, it's hard to do in person. I give a lot of credit to the TV news anchors. Ball 3. Because this isn't a tournament or anything. Minor lobs. Accidental crossing of the foul line. Meh. As long as it's not a constant thing, which it isn't. And the middle column remains for an 8. Frame 5, ball 1. And we're left to Cagliari left, which is the Four Horsemen left, and the 9. Ball 2. There's a piece of wood behind the Four Horsemen over there. Could be helpful. Or not. Ball 3. Operative word was could. And another 10.
Things started out pretty bad, but after that, everything seems to be okay. A 10 in both 2 and 5, a pair of 8s in 3 and 4, but that stink frame of 2 in the beginning, yeesh. So far, we got a total of 38, and the triple is at 116.
Frame 6, ball 1. I'm getting a little close to this camera. Ball 2. We know it's doable. We also know who's trying. Ball 3. Once the wood settles. And an 8. Frame 7, ball 1. Oh, that's an example of it being no good. We can reset. And because we typically do this once per game, we'll let you watch the Bowmore in action. There. Ball 2. Ball 3. There's a gift 10. Frame 8, ball 1.
What do you think? 2 or 3?
Ball 2. That piece of wood's good. Ball 3. Another 10. Frame 9, ball 1. We're now ahead of the last game. 4 away from all right.
Put me left.
Ball 2. Better outcome than when I last said it. 1 away. Ball 3. Just stayed on. We got ourselves what I call the microwave turkey dinner. 3 10s in a row. Frame 10, ball 1. 4 away from a good game. And we got 3 10s in a row, which in this show is a microwave turkey dinner. Ball 2, minor lob, we let it live. Gotta get better at this thing if I want to get serious. I didn't see that spare coming. El Stinko, the bonus ball. 4 away from doing something I haven't done here in a long time. hit 90. And we did it with an 8.
The second half went pretty well. We got an 8, 3 10s in a row, which on this show we call the microwave turkey dinner. It's not an official term by any means. And we got a spare and 10 with a nice 8 fill, bringing the total to game 2 to 94. And a triple so far of 172. While 94 is obviously not the high score, it is by far the highest score I ever achieved at Mason's. So how will things go in game number 3? Before we get to game number 3, it's time for the answers to the trivia question from game 1. What 2 Candlepin bowling centers gave Watch Me Suck at Bowling an invitation to record at their lanes? And who made the invites for bonus points? The very first invite was near the very beginning. It was New Palace Lanes, and the invitation was sent by none other than Dave Matala. The second house that sent an invite was Woburn Bowlodrome, and the one who sent it was none other than Nick Norcross. If you got everything correct, congratulations! Give yourself a pat on the back, as we now go to game number 3 and see how the triple ends.
Wow, that was a pretty unexpected game there. It started off bad and it really got better. For I think the third time ever, I broke 90 here at Mason's, which is very hard for me to do. So, this is the third and final game of this particular episode to end the triple. Will we break the triple of 266? I don't know. We're going to find out. Game 3. Frame 1, ball 1. Ball 2. I'm wrong. 2 was the total of the last game. And we're definitely doing better than that. Ball 3. We got robbed with a 9. And you know what? Just because I feel like it, let's watch the more in action again. We typically do that every game. Why not? There you go. Frame 2, ball 1. Not a bad start. And no good. Since it was a full rack, we can reset. Ball 2. Ball 3. Throwaway for a 7. Frame 3, ball 1. Ball 2. Not as good as it looks. You can kind of see that. Pin cam, I'm not sure. Minor lob, let it live. Ball 3. Around the 15-foot mark, I call it no good. Stayed on, but no good anyway. 9. Frame 4, ball 1. Yeah, you know, fix it. Ball 2, and yes, it was frame 4. Spare. Frame 5, ball 1. El Stinko the bonus ball. What will the bonus be? Yeah, 4. Ball 2. Not exactly El Stinko. It helped. Not the best, but it helped. And there we go. We knew we had to get a half Worcester at some point. Right hand side. Ball 3. Was going for the points on the right. That failed. That's a 6.
Well, that half really wasn't terribly bad. I mean, we got an alright 7 in frame 2. A couple of good 9s in 1 and 3, a spare in 4, and then things fall apart once we got a 4 fill, and only got the half Worcester thereafter, making a 6 in frame 5, giving us a total of 45 for game 3 and a 217 for the triple.
Frame 6, ball 1. Halfway through the game, we've already beat the all-time low. Ball 2. Ball 3, we are left with a Woolworth. The wood be good for a 10. We have a pin where it shouldn't be. Let's clear that. Frame 7, ball 1. Ball 2, plenty of real estate. Let's see if we can make something of it. Ball 3. The bowling god's middle finger is pointing at us. And continues to mock us, but a nice 9. Frame 8, ball 1. No good. Reset. Ball 2 in Candlepin bowling. If you fail on the first ball and get them all down on the second, that is known unofficially as an Emily or an Emily spare. Ball 3. And a wonderful 5. Frame 9, ball 1. 1 point away from all right. Ball 2. And a left piece of wood over there, a little questionable, but we gotta hit it. Ball 3. I actually hit what I aimed for, and the predictable result happened. 10. Frame 10, ball 1. A good game. We just need that many. Ball 2. Just that many. Ball 3. We got more than that many. So it's a good game. I wonder what the triple will be. Ten's a good way to end it.
Well, if it wasn't for that 5 in frame 8, we could have broke 90. We possibly could have even broke the high triple. And at Mason's of all places. But still, 3 10s in 9, 10, and 6. A decent 9 and 7. And of course, the 5 and 8. Bringing game 3 to a total of 89. And the triple, a 261. From Mason's, this is the 1-year anniversary edition of Watch Me Suck at Bowling. To continue the celebration, next month we are going to the viewer-selected place, which is the Brunswick Zone in Lowell, Massachusetts. And this is George F551 saying, hope you enjoyed and have a good one.